Hey everyone, Captain Amazing here, and today we're going to work my mods, so let's jump into it. And if you like this content, go ahead and like and subscribe. So we're going to go on my filters, we're going to start going into selling accuracy and defense primaries. So I'm going to keep that arrow because it has the potential to still be good. And if it's just credits, it's pretty much free. So if it's a purple or gold with some speed on it, I'll work it to see what happens with it because who knows, maybe I'll need a accuracy arrow sometime. I'm revealing all my secondaries on my purples, blues, and greens. And then I'm going to go into working my grays as far as just revealing the secondaries. So what I do is I reveal all of them to level 9, and I'm going to go through and just sort them by speed and see what I have that just has potential for me as far as primary, secondaries, and just overall what am I looking for in my count to give it one extra hit of potential to take it to level 12. So maybe it'll hit +4 +5 speed, and then that way I can work it. I did just unlock JML. I do have a full set for him, but I just want to see what is available out there. Because sometimes you can get lucky, you can hit it for 12, and then you can hit that extra hit of speed, and then you have something that has potential to be worked on. So usually it's only a few of them, and it saves me from having to work all of them. So it only costs a few 100,000 credits, and that's much cheaper than taking them all to level 12. So here I'm going to sell my no speeds. I'm just going through making sure that there's no tenacity mods in here that have tenacity on it. There was a protection arrow with tenacity on it, and that may be worth keeping if it hits on tenacity. So I'll keep it there. I'm not going to really work it today, but it's something to lock and work at a later date. So now I'm going to work my grays. I'm going to go through and sell all the +3 speeds because I'm not going to work those. I'm never going to do anything with them, so they don't hit my standards. I take them all to level 15, and I start hitting them individually one-on-one. If it hits on speed, maybe I'll continue working on it, and if it doesn't, I just close it out and I'll sell it later when I work my greens. Alright, so as you can see, I'm not having much luck, which is pretty common. It's only a 1 in 4 chance. Hit +9 speed at blue. Maybe I'll work it later. This one hits 11, so it goes to purple. No longer useful for me. So I've noticed whenever I do hit +11, it just never works for me. So these +8s, I'll see when I work my greens. And then a +9, I'll hit that, and then doesn't really hit. So if it's +9 on green, I'll hit it. If it's +9 on blue, I'll wait and see. So I'm just going to take them all to level 12, see what's going on with them so I can start working them. And I just have a bunch of +8s, and I do have a bunch of slicing material. +8 still can be okay, so I'm seeing here what do I actually want to work. I'm not going to sell them. I'll keep them in my account because I still have characters that have like +5 speed mods on them, so I can find home for these whenever I go through and start working them. So I'm just seeing what has great primaries and great secondaries that I want more. I ended up getting that one because it's health with health primary. If it hits on speed, then it's something to work. So it's already, they're not great, but they're usable. So I'm going to go and slice them, and as you can see, I just have a lot of slicing material. So I'm going to see if I can get something worth slicing. Not great luck today, not great luck today. And that's just the name of the game, right? That's the name of the game. So a +12, I'll hit it. A +12 at purple, I'm not too interested in either, so I leave it alone there. But when you're working speed, or when you're working mods, you just gotta try to do your best, work them. If it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. You don't get lucky every single week. And this week it just wasn't a great week for working my grays, greens. So not a big deal. So now I'm going to go through here and start selling everything that is pretty much like 6 speed or less. I kept that one because it was health on health. Maybe I'll have a use for it later, but it's just not great. So now I'm going to take all my blues up to level 12 so I can see what hit speed. There's a 12 speed with 3 hits. I'm honestly not that interested in it. and it's just an arrow. It has some flat stats on it. It's not that great. I'm looking through right here to see with the +9s, because I do have so much slicing material. I'm gonna work some of those. So I hit 13 speed on that. Maybe I'll work it later. It doesn't really hit my standards of what I'm looking for, but this is not a lot of opportunities here for me, so I ended up just selling the 5 speed or less for the blues. And again, just not a great week for me, but that's totally fine. I want to show that this is how it is. I don't always just hit all the speeds, or I don't show only when I hit all the speeds. I want to show times when it's just it just sometimes the way statistics work, sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't. So I have a lot of purples that have like +12, 11, but it doesn't hit my standard to go to gold. So I'm gonna manage these and go through and sell all these. And it's important that you sell these, because you have to have room to work new mods, and if you keep mods that just aren't good, then you're never gonna have space. So when I work on my gold, I take them to 12. And to see what is available. So I did hit a +19 speed on the diamond there, so I was really happy with that one, because it was pretty much free. I had these arrows before, the +16, 17, 18, 19, 22s ones from the previous weeks. I just don't have any use for them right now, so I haven't worked them. So I sold those. This week I don't have any 6-dot mods I'm working with on screen, and that's because this week I got JML to R6. So I'm going to show these are the mods that I got this week, as far as I built 3. So I'll go into the game here in a second and show you what I got, but I did calibrate this. I got a +23 on this mod, and that was from this week. So I do have a +23 mod, but it wasn't a great week. I had a +23, 2 +19s, and then I took an arrow that was 30 speed to gold. So this week I did unlock my JML. I did it 2 days ago. So I have only 4 Zetas on it. He's currently Relic 6. So still a work in progress. I'm going to take him straight to Relic 9, because that's what I preach. So I'm going to do it. And then this week I did work on his mods immediately as soon as I unlocked them, and that required some of my resources. So there are some things, because this mod set that's on him is completely new. I didn't steal any from any characters. So I did build this within the few weeks that we were coming up, because I knew I was going to unlock him. So by the time he's R9, I should have over 100k protection and 550 speed, which is okay. It's not the best. So this is the mod I worked this week that you saw me recalibrate, and it's a +23 speed. It has 5.6 potency, so not bad. I built this one this week. It didn't hit on the 5th for speed, but I did hit 10% on potency with 19 speed. Not bad. I do have 1 calibration. I just don't have any more calibration materials. So next week I'm going to take a hit at this and see if I can land speed. If it doesn't land speed, then that's fine. I'll just leave it where it is. But that's what I built. And then I built this arrow as well. It's not the best. So it's only 8.5% protection, 5.8% health, and 6% potency. But on a speed arrow, that's great. If I can get some faster secondaries on JML, I will try to have a protection arrow on him, because if you can see here, like I do have good mixes, and the thing with GLs is they're so stat hungry. So I'm trying to build a blend of protection, some potency, and some speed. So it's hard to get like god mods on this GL. So I have like 10% protection here, 19 speed, and potency. This one has decent speed, some potency, protection primaries. So as you can see, this is a decently modded JML. It's just, and that's what I earned this week. It's still a work in progress, but I'm pretty satisfied, considering I didn't have to steal any mods, and I just created these sets, and I built these 3 new ones this week. So for this week, it wasn't exactly great. I got 2 +19s, 1 plus 19 was a 6A, so I'm going to have to recalibrate that. Plus 23, and I built a speed arrow for JML, which turned out pretty well. So I'm pretty satisfied with this week. I did want to show you that, hey, some weeks are kind of duds. This wasn't the best week for me, but it was it's progress. I may not have built a 25 plus, but I built, I would say, 4 good mods this week that are absolutely usable in my account, with some other mods that are just like okay, that I can still use. So overall, progress is made. It's just about that slow and steady working your mods every week. So if you like this content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. So take care.